Ever notice how sometimes the hands or feet feel ice cold even when wrapped up in blankets at home? That chilly sensation might be the body's way of sending a gentle reminder that something deeper needs attention. Welcome back to Health Bloom, where we explore health topics that matter to everyday life. Today's conversation is about something many folks experience but often brush off, those persistently cold hands and feet. It might seem like just a minor annoyance, something to fix with thick socks or gloves. But here's the thing, when extremities stay cold regularly, especially in comfortable temperatures, the body could be signaling that blood isn't flowing as smoothly as it should. This episode dives into what poor circulation really means, why it happens, and most importantly, what can be done naturally. Before we dive in, a quick invitation. If this topic resonates or seems helpful, hitting that like button really helps the channel reach more people who might benefit from these conversations. And subscribing means never missing out on future health insights. All right, let's get into it. Understanding the cold connection. The human body contains roughly 60,000 miles of blood vessels, an incredible network that works non-stop to deliver oxygen and nutrients to every cell. Think of it like a vast highway system where blood travels from the heart out to the furthest corners. When everything runs smoothly, warmth spreads evenly throughout the body. But when circulation slows down or gets blocked, those areas furthest from the heart, the hands and feet, start to feel the impact first. Cold extremities become one of the earliest and most noticeable signs. Now, occasional cold hands or feet aren't necessarily cause for alarm. Being in chilly weather, stepping on a cold floor, or feeling cold after sitting still for hours is perfectly normal. The body naturally conserves heat by temporarily reducing blood flow to extremities when exposed to cold temperatures. The concern arises when hands and feet remain cold consistently, even in warm environments, or when they take an unusually long time to warm up. That persistent coldness often indicates the circulatory system is struggling to deliver adequate blood flow to these areas, and understanding why becomes important. Blood flow depends on several factors working together harmoniously. The heart pumps blood through arteries, which branch into smaller vessels reaching every tissue. Blood then returns through veins back to the heart. Muscles, especially in the legs, help push blood upward against gravity. When any part falters, circulation suffers. What causes poor circulation? Several conditions can interfere with healthy blood flow, some more common than others. Peripheral artery disease stands out as a frequent culprit, particularly among older adults. This condition develops when fatty deposits, called plaque, accumulate inside artery walls over time. As plaque builds up, arteries become narrower and stiffer, making it harder for blood to flow freely. The legs and feet often show symptoms first, with coldness, numbness, or even cramping during walks. Left untreated, peripheral artery disease can lead to serious complications over time. Diabetes presents another major factor in circulation problems. High blood sugar levels, especially when poorly controlled over years, gradually damage blood vessels throughout the body. The feet become particularly vulnerable, often developing not just coldness, but also numbness and tingling from nerve damage. Many individuals living with diabetes notice their feet feel perpetually cold to the touch, even though they might not sense the temperature themselves due to nerve damage. This combination of poor circulation and reduced sensation increases the risk of unnoticed wounds that heal slowly, making foot care crucial. Raynaud's phenomenon deserves special mention because it affects circulation differently. This condition causes blood vessels in fingers and toes to constrict suddenly, triggered by cold temperatures or stress. During an episode, affected digits may turn white or blue, then red as blood flow returns. While Raynaud's can feel alarming, especially the first time it happens, it's actually quite common, affecting millions of people. Primary Raynaud's, the most frequent type, typically causes milder symptoms. Secondary Raynaud's, associated with other health conditions like lupus, tends to be more serious. High blood pressure, often called the silent threat, damages blood vessels over time. The constant elevated pressure causes vessels to harden and thicken, restricting blood flow. Extremities suffer as circulation to these distant areas becomes increasingly limited. Hypothyroidism, when the thyroid gland doesn't produce enough hormones, slows down metabolism throughout the entire body. This slowdown affects temperature regulation, making people feel cold overall, with hands and feet particularly affected. Other symptoms include fatigue, weight gain, and dry skin. Vitamin deficiencies, particularly B12 and vitamin D, can contribute to circulation issues as well. Vitamin B12 plays essential roles in red blood cell production and nerve function. Without enough B12, neurological symptoms develop, including cold sensations, numbness, and tingling in hands and feet. Vitamin D, beyond its role in bone health, influences blood vessel function and circulation. Deficiency has been connected to reduced blood flow. Getting adequate vitamin D through sunlight exposure, fortified foods, or supplements helps maintain healthy circulation. Smoking stands as one of the most damaging habits for blood vessels. Tobacco smoke contains chemicals that injure blood vessel walls, causing them to narrow and stiffen. Long-term smokers frequently experience cold hands and feet because their blood vessels lose flexibility needed for proper circulation. Obesity creates multiple challenges for circulation. Excess weight forces the heart to work harder, pumping blood through a larger body. It also increases risks for high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol, all of which damage blood vessels and restrict flow, particularly to extremities.
Recognizing the warning signs. Cold hands and feet rarely appear alone. Other symptoms often accompany poor circulation, creating a pattern worth noticing. Numbness or tingling in fingers and toes frequently occurs, sometimes described as a pins and needles sensation that comes and goes. Skin changes can develop over time with chronic circulation problems. The skin might appear paler than usual, or in some cases take on a bluish or purplish tint. Some people notice their skin becoming drier or their hair growing more slowly on affected areas. Wounds and sores that heal unusually slowly signal inadequate blood supply. Without sufficient oxygen and nutrients delivered through blood, the body's natural healing processes slow down. Anyone noticing this pattern should definitely discuss it with a healthcare provider. Swelling in the feet or ankles, particularly at the end of the day, can indicate venous circulation problems. When veins struggle to return blood efficiently to the heart, fluid pools in lower extremities, causing puffiness and discomfort. Muscle cramps, especially in the legs during walking or physical activity, might point to peripheral artery disease. These cramps, called claudication, typically improve with rest but return with exertion, signaling that muscles aren't receiving adequate blood flow during increased activity. Fatigue that seems disproportionate to activity levels sometimes stems from poor circulation. When muscles don't receive enough oxygenated blood, they tire more quickly, making even normal daily activities feel exhausting. This creates a frustrating cycle where reduced activity further weakens circulation.
Natural ways to boost circulation. The encouraging news is that many effective natural strategies can improve blood flow, and often these approaches work beautifully together. Regular physical activity stands at the top of the list for good reason. Movement gets blood pumping more vigorously through the entire system. Walking, swimming, cycling, or even gardening all count as beneficial exercise. The goal isn't marathon training, it's consistent, moderate movement that makes the heart beat a bit faster and breathing slightly deeper. Aim for about 150 minutes per week, spread throughout the days. Exercise works multiple ways to enhance circulation. It strengthens the heart muscle, improving its pumping efficiency. It helps keep blood vessels flexible and responsive. It stimulates production of nitric oxide, a molecule that helps blood vessels dilate, allowing easier blood flow. Even simple movements throughout the day make a difference. For those who sit for long periods, taking brief walking breaks every hour helps. Ankle rotations, toe wiggles, and leg stretches while seated all encourage blood flow and prevent stagnation. Dietary choices profoundly influence vascular health. A Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, and healthy fats, consistently shows benefits for circulation and heart health. This eating pattern naturally reduces inflammation and supports blood vessel function. Specific foods deserve special mention for circulation benefits. Leafy greens like spinach and kale contain nitrates that convert to nitric oxide in the body, helping blood vessels relax and expand. Beetroot, packed with the same beneficial nitrates, can notably improve blood flow. Fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines provide omega-3 fatty acids that reduce inflammation and support healthy blood vessel walls. Eating fish 2 to 3 times weekly offers meaningful cardiovascular benefits without the need for supplements. Garlic has been studied extensively for circulation support. Research demonstrates that regular garlic consumption helps blood flow more efficiently, potentially lowering blood pressure. Adding fresh garlic to meals provides both flavor and health benefits. Berries, especially dark ones like blueberries and blackberries, contain antioxidants called anthocyanins that protect blood vessels from oxidative damage and promote vessel elasticity. Grapes offer similar benefits, helping blood vessels stay relaxed and functional. Citrus fruits provide not just vitamin C, but also flavonoids that reduce inflammation, improve blood circulation, and may help prevent blood clots. Regular orange juice consumption has been associated with lower blood pressure in some studies. Walnuts and other nuts supply alpha-linolenic acid, an omega-3 fatty acid that supports smooth blood flow. Studies show regular walnut consumption improves blood vessel health, helps vessels stay elastic, and may reduce blood pressure. Dark chocolate in moderation, choose varieties with high cocoa content, contains flavonoids that encourage blood vessel dilation and improve flow. A small amount daily can contribute to better circulation as part of an overall healthy diet. Hydration matters more than many people realize for circulation. Blood consists of about 50% water. Without adequate hydration, blood becomes thicker and moves less easily through vessels. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of fluid daily, though individual needs vary. Reducing sodium intake helps manage blood pressure, which directly affects circulation. High salt consumption causes fluid retention, increasing blood pressure and swelling. Preparing meals at home using herbs and spices for flavor instead of salt makes a noticeable difference. Managing stress deserves serious attention because chronic stress affects circulation through multiple pathways. Stress hormones cause blood vessels to constrict, directly reducing flow. Additionally, stress often leads to behaviors that harm circulation, like poor eating or decreased physical activity.
Practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or yoga help manage stress while simultaneously improving circulation. Yoga particularly offers dual benefits: stress reduction plus gentle movement that enhances blood flow throughout the body. Adequate sleep supports overall cardiovascular health, including circulation. During quality sleep, blood pressure drops, giving the cardiovascular system time to rest and repair. Aim for 7 to 9 hours nightly, maintaining consistent sleep schedules when possible. Elevating the legs periodically throughout the day assists blood return from lower extremities back to the heart. Simply propping feet up higher than hip level while resting makes it easier for blood to flow upward against gravity, reducing swelling and improving circulation. Compression stockings provide gentle, graduated pressure that helps push blood up from the legs toward the heart. Medical-grade compression garments should be properly fitted, so consulting a healthcare provider ensures getting the right size and compression level for individual needs. Massage therapy can temporarily boost circulation by physically encouraging blood flow through tissues. While effects are temporary, regular massage combined with other circulation strategies provides cumulative benefits and promotes overall relaxation. Avoiding prolonged sitting or standing in one position prevents blood from pooling in lower extremities. For desk workers, standing desks or regular position changes help. When standing for long periods, shifting weight from foot to foot encourages circulation. Warm baths can provide temporary relief and comfort, though caution is necessary. If hands or feet are numb from poor circulation, sensitivity to temperature may be reduced, increasing burn risk. Testing water temperature carefully and warming up gradually prevents injury. Quitting smoking ranks among the most impactful changes anyone can make for circulation. Blood vessels begin recovering shortly after quitting, and long-term benefits include dramatically reduced risk of circulation problems, heart disease, and many other conditions.
When professional help becomes important. While natural approaches often help significantly, certain situations call for medical evaluation. Persistent cold extremities, despite lifestyle modifications, deserve professional attention. A healthcare provider can investigate underlying causes and recommend appropriate treatments. Sudden onset of cold hands or feet, especially if accompanied by pain, numbness, or color changes, warrants prompt evaluation. These symptoms could indicate serious circulation problems requiring immediate intervention. If cold extremities occur alongside chest discomfort, shortness of breath, dizziness, or extreme fatigue, seeking emergency care is crucial. These combinations might signal heart-related issues needing urgent assessment. Doctors have various tools for evaluating circulation. Physical examination includes checking pulses in extremities and observing skin color and temperature. The ankle brachial index test compares blood pressure in ankles and arms to detect blockages. Ultrasound imaging can visualize blood flow through vessels, identifying narrowed or blocked areas. Blood tests check for diabetes, thyroid problems, vitamin deficiencies, and cholesterol levels, all of which influence circulation. Treatment options depend on underlying causes, but often combine lifestyle modifications with medical interventions.
Medications might include aspirin or other blood thinners to prevent clots, statins to manage cholesterol, or drugs to control blood pressure or blood sugar. For severe blockages, procedures might be necessary. Angioplasty opens narrowed arteries using a balloon catheter, sometimes placing a stent to keep the vessel open. In extreme cases, bypass surgery creates new pathways around blockages. The key is not delaying when symptoms persist or worsen. Early intervention generally leads to better outcomes, preventing complications and preserving quality of life. Building a partnership with healthcare providers ensures getting appropriate care tailored to individual situations.
So there we have it, a comprehensive look at why hands and feet get cold and what that might mean for overall circulation. The beautiful thing about the human body is its remarkable ability to respond positively to supportive changes. Small, consistent steps often create meaningful improvements over time. Adding more vegetables to meals, taking daily walks, managing stress through mindfulness, staying well hydrated, these simple actions accumulate into real health benefits. Remember that cold hands and feet, while common, deserve attention, especially when persistent. They're often the body's early warning system, a gentle nudge to look deeper and make adjustments before small issues become bigger concerns. If this episode resonated or provided helpful information, leaving a like truly helps the channel grow and reach others who might benefit from these health conversations. Comments are always welcome too. Sharing experiences or questions creates community and helps guide future topics. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Each week brings new health insights designed to support living well, especially for those in their prime years when taking care of health becomes increasingly rewarding. Share this episode with anyone who might find it useful, whether they've mentioned cold hands and feet or just want to learn more about circulation. Knowledge shared is health multiplied. Until next time, here's to warm hands, warm feet, and vibrant health at every age. Take care of that amazing body, and it will keep taking care of you. This is Health Bloom, blooming health wisdom for life.